Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and you're in for a good one today. I spent 24 hours in Toronto, so yeah, I am still in St. John's trying to catch my flight. My flight was scheduled 5 a.m. and this was I think 3 a.m. and it was very cold. Thankfully, I got a taxi at that early hour. Good morning. Good morning. So, and we're on our way to the airport. I finally got to St. John's International Airport. Check the schedule screen to see if my flight has been delayed or is going to take off than the scheduled time, and I also did some sightseeing around the airport. After I checked in, I went to the waiting area because it was so early. I think this was about 4 a.m. My flight was announced and it was time to get on the plane. Touchdown Toronto, and
Bye, thank you.
getting off the plane to where I would take the train. I was on the queue waiting for my train. Guys, this is my first time getting on a train in Toronto. I had a Presto card because I used to live in Mississauga, the GTA. So I still kept my Presto card because I know I could be in Toronto anytime and use the bus or the train. But this is my first time using a train in the GTA. the train was going to downtown Toronto, but I wanted to stop at Union Station because I've always wanted to visit the University of Toronto. And actually, I flew to Toronto for a quick errand, which was in Mississauga, and the Toronto Pearson Airport was in Mississauga, so I would have just taken like 2 buses to where I want to go. But I just wanted to sightsee before I go to Mississauga, which is where I want to pick up something. I'm now at Union Station, I think also downtown Toronto, but I'm not done yet. I will still have to take a train to U of T. So I just use this opportunity to look around and see how Toronto is, because like I said, I lived in Mississauga, but I never had the opportunity to go out and see the old GTA Toronto. I just work within Mississauga and live within Mississauga, so I just use this opportunity to sightsee some places in Toronto. Actually, I really and kind of only wanted to see the U of T. So the next train took me to Museum Station.
Please stand clear of the doors.
We are now at Museum Station, and this is pretty much it, the old sculpture and the aesthetic around the station. So from this train station, I'll just have to walk for some minutes into U of T campus. Hi, Pharaoh. On my way out of the underground train station into the campus. Unfortunately, the day was not bright and it was cold in Toronto, so we won't be getting much of blue skies and sunny scenery. But I still made some videos. It is a public campus and anyone can move around. Although there are still some construction ongoing on the campus and some building might be old, but overall it has this beautiful aesthetic to it. It seems, just like I said, old and Victorian. And also it was cloudy that day, so we might not really get the beauty of it, but overall I loved it, and I would say it kind of made me happy, seeing the beautiful building, the CN Tower, and some of the beautiful Victorian hostels. And if you're still with me at this point, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, my love. It started raining and it became colder and cloudier, but I managed to make some more videos while touring the campus. Despite the rain, it was still urban, livable, like I could imagine these streets during summer or fall, how beautiful the trees would be, the sunny sky, is so cosmopolitan. It's so I don't know, like it's so city, yeah. And these hostels, the building might be old, but it has this Victorian aesthetic. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing. It's not, I don't think it's, I can call it medieval, but this Victoria aesthetic around it, so old yet precious. I would want to live in one of these places. I'm not even gonna lie. It's really beautiful. At this very point of filming, I made a quick decision to visit the CN Tower. Actually, it was not in my plan to visit the CN Tower, but I could see it from the campus, so I thought, oh, let me just go back to the underground rail and take a train to the CN Tower.
Doors will open on the left.
I found my way out of the underground train station thanks to Google Map, and I found my way out on the streets and started a journey towards the CN Tower. And here is why I love city. That is why I love Toronto. I have a little obsession with tall, grand skyscrapers, glassy looking skyscrapers. They kind of relieve my stress looking at them. I don't know, it boosts my serotonin looking at these beautiful grand architectural designs. Although Toronto can be very expensive, but it's livable, it's urban, it's cosmopolitan. Finally, I made it to the CN Tower, and it is very huge and tall. But unfortunately, I was running out of time. I still have to go back to Mississauga to pick up something which would take time, and also have to catch my flight. But next time I would be visiting the CN Tower again and getting a view of Toronto City from the tower. Also, I just realized that there's an aquarium close to the CN Tower. I'll also be visiting that soon. I also have Eaton Center on my bucket list. Yes. Back to Mississauga. It was smooth. The errand was smooth, and I'm back to the airport to catch my flights, checking the schedule for any changes as usual. So I'm getting ready to get checked in. So I just finished checking in with the airport officers. I also dropped off a bag because I bought some things in Toronto. Yes, things I can't find in St. John's. I used this opportunity to get them in Toronto. So I'm on my way to the waiting area to sit down and wait for my flight. Waiting for my flight, I got some snacks from Tim Hortons and a bottle of water, and it was buzzing, I must say. Across me is downtown Mississauga. I could see the Morning Monroe buildings and some of the buildings on Confederation Parkway. Sitting back on the plane back to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. How depressing, but I have no choice, my loves. I have to go back to St. John's. Bienvenue to St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. So I'll just take the escalator down to the carousel to get my checked in bag. I waited for some minutes and I got my bag. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.